3 months later and the VITURE Beast XR glasses are still here, but are they still one of our new top 5 gadgets? So about 3 months ago we did our first impressions of the VITURE Beast XR glasses. We unboxed them, looked at the tech specs, gave them an initial run out and of course were really impressed. But all tech is new and shiny on day one and is always impressive when you open it out of the box. But what I want to do is look at it 3 months later and see how we actually use these VITURE Beasts. Have they held up, or are they just sat in a drawer gathering dust like all that other tech that we're all guilty of buying impulsively? So let's take a longer look at the VITURE Beast XR. For the last 90 days or so, me and Andy have had these pretty much super glued to our head every time we get a chance to test a new piece of hardware. Specifically, we've been pairing them with PC handhelds over on our gaming channel, and today I want to talk to you about how they've completely changed the way that you can play and why they might be an absolute best accessory that you can buy for a portable setup. Because of the seamless USB-C plug-and-play connection, you can just take the cable from the glasses and plug them directly into your handheld, and instantly there's a screen beamed right in front of your eyes. You can lie completely flat on your back in bed, staring comfortably at the ceiling whilst playing AAA games on an astounding 174-inch virtual screen, and you can rest that heavy handheld on your lap and let all the glasses do all of the heavy visual lifting. It is an incredible ergonomic upgrade for all of these portable devices. And that level of immersion that it gives you is kind of hard to describe and convey in video until you actually get to try it yourself. You're getting a massive 58-degree field of view side to side, which kind of feels like you're sat a few feet away from an entire cinema screen made of OLED panels. The immersion is kind of insane. These lenses use the latest Sony micro OLED panels, pushing an incredibly sharp 4K-like 1200p resolution per eye, and because it's a native OLED technology, the contrast ratio is basically infinite. We're talking about 100,000 to 1. The blacks are completely ink dark, meaning that when you're playing the dark atmospheric game, the shadows look real. The colours cover 108% of the sRGB gamut, so everything looks vibrant and punchy. But the most impressive part of the optics is the brightness. These peak at a dazzling 1250 nits. Now, if you've tried other XR glasses in the past, a lot of them do tend to get a bit washed out and muddy if you're using them in a brightly lit room. The Beast slices through that with these really bright OLED panels, giving a cinematic-like quality that honestly rivals sitting in front of an OLED TV. And after 3 months, we can say there's also a massive advantage of buying tech like this directly from a company that cares about kind of a long-term support for the customers. We all know that pain of buying early adopter hardware only for the company to abandon it a month or so later. And in the 3 months since our first video, VITURE have actually pushed major and transformative firmware updates to the Beast XRs. They recently unlocked the native 120Hz support directly onto the glasses, so if your ROG Ally is pushing out high frame rates in a fast-paced shooter, let's say, the glasses will match it fluidly to give a perfectly buttery smooth visual experience with zero screen tearing. They've also dramatically improved the 3DOF, or the 3 degrees of freedom mode, which is basically their head tracking. They call it anchor mode, and when you turn this on, the 174-inch virtual screen is pinned within its 3-dimensional space, meaning that you can move your head independently off the screen. It's a really incredible feature that they've continued to upgrade upon. And the thing I actually do like about that is that it doesn't drag nauseatingly across the room with you, which sometimes can give you that kind of motion sickness feeling. It gives you a physical monitor as if it is floating in the corner of your room. Now let's talk about one really important thing, and that's the physical build quality of these, because when you're spending hundreds of pounds or dollars on a device like this, you want to make sure that it holds up longer than the first week of unboxing, and 3 months on we can really dive deep into this. And after being blindly stuffed into backpacks, dropped on desks like we don't care about it anymore, and worn for hours on end, they have held up remarkably well. The frame is constructed from a premium metal aluminum magnesium alloy. It feels dense, cold, and incredibly durable, but it manages to remain super lightweight on your face. They don't aggressively squeeze your temples to give you that headache after a massive gaming session either. There's no built-in battery to degrade over time or catch fire on your face. They draw a tiny, highly optimized amount of power directly from the device they are plugged into. There's no Bluetooth pairing process, which I hate. There's no wireless lag and no charging the glasses overnight. You just plug them in and they instantly work. Now, we did talk about this in the first video, but audio is obviously really important, and I've tried a lot of these XR glasses type devices and wearable tech in general, and so often with wearable tech, audio is massively lacking. It's often thin, tinny, and breaks the immersion that you're trying to create with a gaming accessory like this. And thankfully, the Beast XR totally bucks that trend. And 3 months on, I can still say that their Harman Audio, that the collaboration they've done with this, is still absolutely incredible, especially for long gaming sessions. These sound great all the time. Before we wrap up, we do have to touch on a favourite feature that we pointed out in the first video, and that's the dynamic electrochromic tint control. Yes, that's really hard to say. On older AR glasses, if you wanted the background to be blocked out so you could focus on the game, you had to physically snap plastic covers over the front of the lenses. It looked clunky and stupid. Well, with the VITURE Beast XR, they've got electrochromic film built in, so at the press of the button you can instantly dim the glasses to block out the entire background of the room. Perhaps you want to be completely antisocial while playing them. I don't blame you, I do too. Or you can block out the entire room at the press of a button. Or if you did want to engage with everyone that's going on, you can press it and open it up, or you could be some kind of like hi-fi, sci-fi tech nerd and do both at the same time. Don't know why you would, but you could. But yeah, that's built in, so you don't have to snap anything onto the front of the glasses, which is awesome to see. So what is the TLDR on this whole thing? Well, after 3 months, the VITURE Beast XR glasses have proven to be far more than just a novelty or a gaming gimmick. They have completely taken the ergonomic pain that you can experience out of PC handheld gaming, transforming your ROG Ally or Legion Go 2 into portable, completely private IMAX theatre. The Sony micro OLED panels offer breathtaking clarity with that 1250 nits for eye-searing brightness. The premium aluminum and magnesium build quality means they actually survive the rigours of our daily use, and the Harman Audio is also incredibly punchy. The built-in 3DOF tracking makes the virtual screen feel rock solid. But is the VITURE Beast XR one of your new top 5 gadgets? Or perhaps you bought it 3 months ago and I want to know what you think about it. All of this time on, are you still loving them? Or are you on the fence and are now going to get them? Let me know all of that in the comments down below. There is going to be links to this product if you did want to check it out yourself in the description too. Make sure you like this video while you're down there. Subscribe for more top 5 gadgets, and I'll see you in the next one.